We are Two Guys Playing Zelda, and you can follow us on Twitter at Two Guys Play Zelda or email us at twoguysPlayingZelda@gmail.com.
This is part 10 of our video walkthrough for the original Legend of Zelda. In this walkthrough, we're just going to exit the 7th dungeon and head straight to the 8th dungeon, which is the Lion.
And it's kind of a little bit of a long walk over there.
It is a little bit of a long walk, and honestly, it's kind of a bit of a secret entrance to it. It's just one random bush.
One random bush, yeah, in the middle of Hyrule.
Yep, and if you don't know where it's at, good luck finding it.
Yeah. But that's what you see it throughout the game, so you kind of got to be wondering, why is that bush just there for no reason? But I don't think you get a clue from the old man anytime in this game about the bush being there.
I don't think so either.
Because you do get a clue about the fairy fountain in the 7th dungeon, but I don't believe we get one about this one. So, man, this game is tough.
Yeah, it is unforgiving.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously, at some point you may have burned the entrance anyway with a candle.
That's probably true. You're probably thinking, I can burn this and get through there. That's a good point, actually.
I do not recommend trying to explore that dungeon before now.
Oh, gosh.
Heck, I don't recommend exploring that dungeon now.
If you're watching our last walkthrough, you'll notice I didn't have the magical shield.
That's right.
I magically got one in between these walkthroughs, so...
Yes, the magic shield is essential
because I went through the 8th dungeon about 10 times and got my butt beat.
It's nearly every room that has enemies has fireballs.
Yes,
And the magic shield deflects those.
Whether there's Goma with fireballs, both by Goma and by the statues, and then we also got a room with... Sorry, getting a little emotional, a little distraught right now. We got a room with 6 blue dark nuts and 4 fireballs.
Oh, it's brutal.
And it's just everything that it sounds like. It's just...
But right there, you may have torched that entrance before, and...
You probably did if you're just exploring this game, like not watching a walkthrough or anything. You probably did just kind of come across that and burn it.
Yeah, which, like we
said...
I
burn a random bush.
Like I said, we don't want to be exploring this dungeon before any sooner than we have to.
And I really think this is probably the hardest dungeon in the game, in my opinion.
I tend to agree. I personally haven't played through Death Mountain yet myself, but
it's not that hard. Because we don't have to go like this one. You have to go through a lot of the rooms.
Yes, you do.
But when we get to Death Mountain, we don't have to it's big. Yeah. You don't have to go through that many rooms. So
I mean, you're in for a tough dungeon when you're in about the 3rd room and you're already fighting a mini boss.
Yes.
But thankfully, if you have plenty of bombs, this guy's our first bomb blew off 3 of his wings.
Yeah.
I cannot remember that boss's name to save my life right now. But
Butterfly.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name either right now.
I think that's a great name. Now this room, there's a lot going on. Thankfully, there's only 1 blue dark nut, but these mummies take 2 hits to kill. You've got the bubbles going around. It's just a lot happening.
I find it easier get the easier enemies out of the way first, so the room's less clogged.
Yep, just less crowded, less busy.
Yes, it gives you more room to work with the blue dark nuts.
Oh, for sure.
So,
and the red ones, thankfully, are still just
only one shot, So. And for some reason, I always feel like those were easier. Not the one-shot aspect of it, but they didn't switch directions as much as the blue dark nuts always felt.
I tend to agree with you on that. Because I remember we encountered the red dark nuts for the first time before our final sword upgrade. They still took 2 hits to kill, I believe.
Yeah,
But they seemed a lot easier.
Yeah, they did.
So, it also may just be we're having horrible nightmares about blue dark nuts, too.
Yeah, that could be true. Bad memories of blue dark nuts.
Yeah. But yeah, thankfully that was one of the easier rooms with the dark nuts here in this dungeon.
Like I said, and we'll be getting the magical book right here, the magic book, I believe, and that upgrades our magic one. It'll we shoot beams still out of it, but then we'll also be able to shoot fire out of it.
Yep, which kind of renders our candle pretty obsolete.
Yeah, there's no point for the candle after this.
Yep, and this is only actually the first of 2 treasures we get in this dungeon. A little later on, we'll also be getting a magical key that unlocks any door.
Yeah, and you can actually buy that from a shop. So
that's right.
If you have some extra money earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Go buy that magical key. Don't have to worry about keys the rest of the game.
Heck yeah. Although extra money was never much of a situation we ran into.
You have to kill a lot of enemies to get a lot of rupees in this game. So you got bomb upgrades that cost 100 rupees and stuff. And this isn't like Link to the Past where you can go open a treasure chest and get 300 rupees. I mean, I think 5 rupees is the most you get at one single time.
Just about.
Man, I destroyed that little punk.
Heck yeah. It's the 2nd time we've already had to fight that mini boss.
Yeah.
And
if you can get a good bomb, I have killed him with 1 bomb once. But if you get a good bomb on him, you can. Oh, sorry, I got paused right in my footsteps right there on this one.
I was waiting for that
room. Oh, I saw this room. I was
Thankfully, we can avoid it right now.
Yeah, you can right now.
We will eventually have to work our way through there.
I mean, that's just me.
Yep.
This is I can't even comprehend it right now. I mean, you put 6 blue dark nuts with 4 fireball statues. That's just.
It's not nice.
Somebody was pissed off that day about
something.
So. I mean, his wife cheated on him. I don't know what happened with the guy that developed this room, but
he decided to take it out.
He wasn't happy. He wasn't happy at all.
And on top of everything else, at least on the Wii U version, it slows down.
It does. This room always slows down
because there's so much going on.
Yeah, with the downloaded copy, which
and I'm not sure if that holds true for the original version, but
probably not. It completely could. This room. Look how much there's going on in this room.
Yep. And you're talking a freaking 8-bit system here.
yeah.
But and without the magical shield, those fireballs are brutal.
And you've done this before. It might be a good idea to try to throw down like 1 or 2 bombs right there.
Yep.
Not too many. We got a lot of walls. We got bombs later in the dungeon, but maybe just like if you can get a bunch of them like in a group, maybe throw down a bomb or 2 to try to get some lucky hits on them.
It can work sometimes, especially if you bought both bomb upgrades already and you're carrying 16 bombs. It makes it a little easier. But again, you still have to hit them from the back or the sides, even with
I would not recommend more than probably 2 or 3 bombs.
No, you don't want to waste them.
You're going to need them throughout the rest of the dungeon.
Yep. Plus, I think we do have a couple of Dodongos to fight too. Maybe if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Actually,
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'm not sure even if we do face them, if we have to actually kill them or not.
But there are plenty of walls we have to bomb, so yeah, you don't want to waste them at all.
And I remember when you were throwing the bomb, though, you had to still get them from the side or the back.
Yep. So even if you drop a bomb, it's no guarantee that you're going to kill them.
Mm-hmm.
And these stupid bunny rabbits.
Yeah, just go ahead and kill them with the arrow. It's just those things bounce everywhere. It's just easier to get them out of the way.
And they take out 3 or 4 sword hits, even with the fully upgraded sword.
Oh yeah,
but they only take 1 arrow.
Oh, they're a waste of time with the sword.
Yep. Now this is a nice, easier room.
Well, I think I'd get my butt beat right here. Actually, to be honest with you. You think it's an easy room? It should be an easy room, but
here we were talking about
those fire statues, man. They get me. They get my head. They just get my head.
Well, it's just hard to position yourself to block all the fireballs too, because they're coming from 4 different directions. Obviously, they're in 4 corners.
You may stick your strategy red and hit the same ones you hit the last time when you got 4 fireballs flying at you.
Just swing like a madman. Sometimes that's the best strategy. Well, here's our first fight with Goma here.
And this is a blue Goma, which actually takes 3 shots.
Yep.
And I think this is the first time we faced blue Goma.
I believe you're right. Because earlier he only took 1 arrow.
Yeah, 1 arrow.
And was dead.
This is the orange or red, or whatever you want to call it.
I think this is the first time we've actually fought him as a mini boss.
And what I find easy is just kind of going back and forth right here a little bit, and you'll be able to get down his timing because he has to open his eye for you to hit him.
Yep. And you'll miss a few times, but as long as you got plenty of rupees, you're not going to hurt yourself.
Now we'll face him later on in the dungeon, and we'll have 4 fire statues. Woo!
Plus him shooting fireballs.
Oh my gosh! Then you got to wait for his eye to open, and you got to hit him.
That's a tough fight.
This is a tough dungeon. This is a tough one.
And like we said, I believe this is the hardest one.
It is. I think it is the hardest one.
Oh, so close. Plus with the little Wii U classic controller.
I think I actually used the
actual
Pro. No, not the Wii, but the one that plugs the classic controller.
Oh, the classic controller.
I used the classic controller, which had the bigger directional D-pad.
Yeah,
didn't help.
So yeah, sometimes it's just tough to get lined up.
And this is a little hint for Death Mountain.
Yep.
We'll find the final boss.
Yep. Thankfully, we get a hint for Spectre. I was wrong. I think earlier I said we didn't get much of a hint, but yeah, we definitely do.
I don't think we get a hint for the bush to go into this dungeon.
I think you're right. Yep. Thankfully, there we can kind of dodge those dark nuts for now. Oh.
And in this room, you want to kill all but 1. Because if you kill all but 1, or you don't have to kill all but 1, but kill like 2, kill 3.
Just get a few.
That way, we'll be coming back here later on, and they won't all respawn. You only have however many you have left. But if you kill them all and then come back, you have to do all 6 again. So in this room, leave at least 1.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We had
crazy bombs here.
I mean, you had 4 of them in a row right together.
Yeah.
So.
If you get them in a group, throw a bomb. But yeah, in this one, I kill all but 1. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I recommend killing all but 1 because later on, when you come to this room, it'll be a lot easier.
Oh yeah. I mean, sometimes though, if you're not feeling up to killing 5 of them, you can kill 3 of them
now,
3 of them later. I just whatever you got.
But get some out of the way.
Just don't leave all 6 for later.
Yeah.
You'll regret it.
Because you're going to use your magic potion early in this dungeon.
Yeah.
Which I think we've already used.
We've already used it once.
Yeah.
Yep. I think in the first Dark Nut room actually.
Probably. That's usually where I use the potions, is in the Dark Nut rooms.
I mean, it's a good place to use them.
I think I used the next one in the Goma with the 4 fire statues.
Probably.
Man, Nintendo's just mean right now. They were mean in 85. They cleaned up their act a little bit, but man, they were mean in 85, 86.
Yeah, and as we mentioned, make sure you don't kill that last one.
Because they all will respawn. You don't want to go through that room again.
No. Here's the 3rd time we fight this guy already.
I wish I knew the name now.
Yeah, we probably should have looked that up.
I didn't know. I didn't know it, but
Butterfly.
I just forgot it.
Butterfly.
Yeah, butterfly. That's a quick butterfly, though. It's more like a hummingbird.
Yeah.
It's flying.
He floats like a butterfly and stings like a mother. Like a horrible
I'm glad you gave up on that one because you were going nowhere with that joke.
I'm not really sure where I was going, actually.
Take next couple plays off.
Yeah, I can sit here in silence for a moment. Hey, rupees.
You were sitting there saying that joke. I'm like, this is not going to work out.
It was not going to end well if I kept going. Here's these poles again. I mean, just once again, just kill them with your bow.
And you actually you don't have to kill these things, but you get bombs, which you probably will need them.
Yeah.
So I recommend actually killing these. You'll get hearts. I think, did I get fairy or not? I don't think I did. No, I got a couple hearts, but go ahead and kill those because you're probably going to need bombs right there. So
especially if you use the bombs to fight the dark nuts.
Yeah, not necessary right there, but good idea because you.
Oh, here's the Goma that we were mentioning earlier.
Man, this is a tough room. This might be tougher than the blue. No, it's not. But it's a close second.
It can be tough to line him up when those fireballs are.
And what I recommend, stay off the walls because when you're on the wall, those two fire statues shoot straight at you.
Yep.
And they're gonna hit you from the side and hurt you. So kind of stay off the wall a little bit.
At least here we were doing a good job of dodging him.
And go ahead and try to shoot 2 arrows when you get a chance because it just makes it a little bit easier.
Ooh, and keep an eye on that health.
And you can get 2 shots in on him. So
yeah,
you know what? Fire 3. Take a chance.
Just try it. Yeah. Be a hero. Fire all 3.
They say stay off the wall because those things will shoot you every time if you're against that wall.
And it just makes it harder to dodge too. You have less directions to run if you're against the wall. That kind of thing. So, thank goodness those potions give you full health though.
Man, this is tough right here.
Yeah, this guy's.
Even if you got the timing down, it's still tough because you got to get in a good angle to get them.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Nice. Not too bad. I mean, I had to use a potion, but not too bad.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to happen no matter what.
And I think the room to the top is some more dark nuts. I think the red dark nuts, I think they give you bombs. So if you're low on health right there, just go ahead and skip that room to the top.
Yeah. At this point, we don't really need the bombs. Now, this is a fun, not a fun room, but...
Well, you get the blue dark nut. One's at least in the middle. Yeah. So that helps out a little bit.
And he'll be easy to kill later.
And go ahead and kill the
Poles.
Yeah. Poles voice.
Poles voice. Yeah, I was just calling
Poles voice.
Poles voice. Yeah, that's right. But those stupid bunny rabbits.
Manhandla is a butterfly.
Oh,
that's what it was. I knew that. I was sitting here thinking about the name the whole time. Manhandla is the butterfly.
Because he manhandles.
That stings like a bee or whatever you said.
Floats like a butterfly. Stings like manhandla.
Yeah. Oh my god. That was the cheesiest joke ever. But kind of funny in a way, though.
Hey, I mean, we got to fight the guy so many times. I mean, we fought him 3 times.
Like a butterfly stings like manhandla.
That's all I got. That's
going on Twitter.
I'm not a comedian. Anyway, now we're gonna get the second treasure of this dungeon. If you don't already have the magical key, we finally get.
Yeah, you can buy that shop, which I don't think is very expensive. Maybe 70, 80 rupees.
It may only be, yeah.
Like you said, rupees come at a price in this game.
Really. They do. Honestly, though, if you've kind of been following our walkthroughs, you should have plenty of keys anyway for these dungeons.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, as you've seen with us, we had 5 or 6 keys.
Yeah, I think we had 5 or 6 when we got that one. I think you're right.
Yeah, but getting the magical key just renders all other keys obsolete. So.
Yeah, it's kind of a pointless item, though, because you get so late in the game.
You really do.
You know?
You really do. Which I think is by design, I guess. They don't want you having that too early.
Well, yeah, I definitely see that.
But
I don't think they should even have it in the game.
There's no point.
Yeah, I think you should, if you don't have enough keys, sorry, bud, go back to the rest of the game.
Yep. Now, in later games, they definitely limit the keys you get, basically, to the...
to what you need.
To what you need for the dungeon, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think your keys are limited to that dungeon as well.
Yeah.
So, there's this game, they go wherever you want. This is that room we had earlier where we had the 6 dark nuts running around earlier. Now we've only got 1 left.
One of them.
Much easier to deal with, although it still takes us a minute.
Definitely. Well,
there's no rush.
Be patient. You gotta be patient on those things, and like we've said in our prior walkthroughs, we think it's easier when they're going up and down to hit them. So you kind of want to just get in a good position to get them, and just get out of here. Get out of here.
There's a lot going on in this room too. Jeez.
But don't force it right here. You don't have to kill these enemies, but just make sure that everything's out of the way. Which don't run straight into them like I did. But
we got through. Kill a few more keys. God, we've seen this room so many times. And
go ahead and kill them because they don't take a lot of damage, but. No reason to get hit on an easy enemy like right here.
Don't be stupid right now.
Or just go right down. It doesn't matter. Just make sure they're out of your way. Just do that.
Yep. I think here we got 2 more Pulse voices.
And I think the boss room is to the top. I think.
Not 2 more Pulse voices. 6.
There's about 20 in there. It seems like.
I can't count.
And then the boss is straight up right here.
Yep.
And the boss is Gliok on this one.
And he's a 3-headed dragon this time.
No, we faced a 3-headed dragon last dungeon. Close though.
No, the
Gliok is the dragon. It's the oh no, you're right. I was thinking the dragon that fired 3 fireballs. Yeah, you're right. You're correct.
And as before when we fought him, just aim for the heads, and each time you kill a head, it'll float around and shoot.
Uh-huh.
Actually, that might be 4 heads on him.
It is 4 heads. And do not do this from the side. It's not good strategy. I got beat up right here.
Yeah.
And if you have enough hearts, he doesn't really take a lot of hearts, so you should be fine.
Really
but
doesn't.
Get him from the front. Do not get him from the side.
Yeah. Oh god, the first time I fought this guy, one of the heads came off, and I thought it was a fairy. I ran right after it.
I did too.
It was not my finest moment.
At least you realized after the first hit, I did 3 hits before I realized. I was like, why not get these 3 fairies?
But once you beat him, you're finally done with what we believe to be the hardest dungeon here in The Legend of Zelda, and we're about to make our way to Death Mountain for our final showdown with Ganon.